Welcome back to Chapter 9. In this video, we're talking about usability and accessibility when it comes to forms. First thing is a field set. A field set provides grouping for similar fields in a form. Notice that it does not do anything to the form itself other than visually grouping information. In the image example, you can see the item at the top, the account information, is wrapped in a gray box. That's because that is a field set. When you're grouping different information on a form, such as your account information, shipping or billing information, and then the credit card information, just to give you a good example, those different items can be wrapped in a field set to visually distinguish a difference to the client on how the information will be separated. Inside the field set, we have legends. Legends are labels that a field set can use to label what the field set is about. Notice that it doesn't do anything to the form itself, but it must be used inside of a field set. So to use the same image example as before, you see that account information, resume, and availability are all legends of these field sets. Keep in mind you must use this inside of a field set. By itself, it doesn't really do anything. Next, we have Autofocus. This allows for easy typing in a pre-selected field without having to navigate to it. If you've ever gone to a website where you have to log in, chances are the area for you to log in already has an autofocus enabled. So that way, as soon as you go to the site, you can easily start typing in your login information instead of having to find it, locate it, and then click on it in order to start typing. Notice that the autofocus attribute inside of the input fields doesn't actually do anything with the form. It is just a Boolean value to allow for autofocus inside of a field. If you have multiple autofocuses on one page, the first one to the top of the page will be the one that has the autofocus. The rest will be ignored. Next, we have Placeholder. This provides a hint to the user for how a field should be filled out. For example, if you have to have something in the lines of filling out a URL, you want to make sure that the person knows how the URL should be formatted prior to entering it into a box. You can have different labels and different assistive hints around the actual field, but a placeholder is a good idea to show them what a sample answer would be. Now keep in mind that this grayed out hint does disappear when a field value length is greater than 0. So as soon as you start typing anything inside of that field, the placeholder goes away. If you submit the form without anything inside of a box and a placeholder is there, then the value of that box is nothing or null, and therefore that's what's going to be passed to the form handler. Lastly is the title attribute. This is very similar to the image tag, but this does provide a pop-up or a hover hint to the user for how a field should be filled out when the mouse hovers over the field or the field is selected for some time. This is just like a placeholder attribute, but sometimes when the placeholder doesn't work, a title should work, especially with screen readers. That's it for this short video. If you have any questions about these attributes, please ask me in an email or on Twitter, or try it out for yourself and experiment. And if you have any questions, I'll get back to you with the best possible answer.